Alrighty, so today we're going to take a look at these three bolster lock knives from Rough Ryder. I have the half hawk, the medium toothpick, and then the single bladed trapper. I'll just take a look at these knives individually real quick. The first one being the newest addition to the series, the half hawk, and this is a single bladed knife. I used to have I think a denim micarta half hawk, but it had that secondary pen blade, which I was not a fan of. I prefer the single bladed half hawk. But this one, you can see that bolster lock is fully engaged. It's pretty easy to disengage and unlock the knife, which I know some liner locks that are fully engaged can be difficult to unlock them, but this one, no problems. Easy to open and close. I can easily open it with just my fingers. I don't have to use a nail nick, which is pretty cool if you're wearing gloves. But you do have that R bolster. It is a little disformed on the R. But what sold me on this series was the red sock-up bone. So beautiful. I really like the sock-up bone. Very good fit and finish. Really no gaps. Yeah, that red. It's like blood red almost. And this one was pretty centered as far as the blade. Yes, that blade is pretty centered. I think Thrifty Kniffy, his was off-centered. So I just think it's the luck of the draw on these budget blades. The quality control is probably not the greatest when you're paying $15 for a knife, so don't compare it to a case or a GSC. And then even if they did find a blade that was off-centered, I doubt they're gonna take it off the line and, you know, get rid of it, because these are such low cost knives, but very good quality for what you pay for sure. But lost train of thought. I don't have any normal hawk bills, and I'm still looking for one that catches my eyes. So this half hawk will have to do for now, but very good knife for sure. No blade play, no wiggle. Yeah, very nice. So there is the half hawk. Next one is going to be the medium toothpick, and this one is the second most recent release. Also, the lock on this knife isn't a full lock, but it goes maybe halfway. But still very easy to disengage, very easy to open. I do have to use a nail nick on this one to open it because it's so small and slender. Very nice. I also did notice that in this series there is no pinched bolsters. So if you see no pinched bolsters on all three of these knives, which I like, because I know Rough Ryder, they usually tend to pinch their bolsters at the end right here, as you can see on the saddle blade trapper. But for some reason in this series they decided not to. But all these bolster lock knives have half stops, which really isn't necessary, but I like it. It's a nice touch. It gives me more snap, crackle, pop when I'm opening the knife, and I think it's enjoyable. But this medium toothpick, very nice, very slender. I used this one most recently to cut cheese, Parmesan cheese that I got from the store. Really good. And again, that red bone, very nice color. I think it's a little darker than the trapper. Yeah, the trapper has the lightest color red, slightly. And you have that Rough Ryder shield, estimated 1994. But a nice clean R stamp. And the blade on this one is pretty centered also. So not too crooked or crooked at all, really. Pretty centered. No gaps. Yeah, no gaps. Everything seems nice. And I think this one was like $13 or $14. This series is very inexpensive and very good quality for what you pay for. for sure. These are 440 stainless steel, so no T10 carbon or VG10, but still a good everyday budget steel for sure. That's easy to sharpen. And then we have, I've had this one the longest. This was their first release in the series, this Trapper. And this one, very crisp on the opening and closing. Half stop is very stern, very snappy. The pull is a little stronger than the other two, which I like. This is one of my favorite knives for sure in the Rough Ryder line. I think it made the top 7. But this one, you can see the blade is hanging to the left a little bit, so it's not centered. It's pretty much touching the liner, but it didn't stop me from buying it or keeping it, I guess, because I love this knife. Very, very good knife, and it's pretty for sure. But no gaps, nothing crazy wrong with it. Everything functions. All 3 of them came pretty sharp. Yeah. That nice clip point blade. I like how they excluded the spade blade on this Trapper. Well, I guess they couldn't really put 2 blades on this knife if they used the tribal, not the tribal lock, but the bolster lock. But really love that red. I think a lot of people have been posting videos about red knives, and this will be another one, pretty much. I hope they keep adding to this series. Really a fan. I would love to see a single-bladed Barlow bolster lock. I think that would be cool. And I'm sure most of you agree. Or like a single-bladed cigar mousse. Those seem to be pretty popular patterns. All right, I think that is it. Thank you for watching. This was a quick review. I'm going to be heading out of town this weekend, so I wanted to knock this out before I left. All right, like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.